My wonderful people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or any time you are coming across this wonderful platform, Linda's TV show. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you will be able to know when we upload a new video. What do we do here? We react to all forms of videos. We inform, educate the members of the public about what is happening in the globe, because information, they say, is what? Power. I want to appreciate YouTube for creating this wonderful platform that we are using to pass this information across. At the same time, I put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, all the content is here. Do not in any way intend to preach hate speech, misleading information, violent or instigating war. I don't like war, so I do not promote. I don't like misleading information. I do not promote. I do not like violence. I will never promote it. YouTube, take note of this. So my great...
Now, go back to Nigeria matter. That man said something that really touched me, that we've already discussed on this platform on several occasions, that me, I don't want to live in a country that all these criminals lives. Because another thing, if you look at it from this angle, if you look at this from this angle, you will see that even all these bandits we are talking about, all these terrorists, bandits, herdsmen, whatever, you know, all this Akpabio, Tinubu, Oshiomhole, Okorocha, Buhari, Obasanjo, whatever, Oni of Ife, Adeboye, Ajani all these clergymen, all of them, both Muslim and Christian. You understand? Emirs, Obi, Igwe, Inibo. You understand? All these people are dangerous more than these admen and bandits you are talking about. Do you understand?
Because without some of these bandits,
yes,
they won't last a day.
Yes.
You are right. Anyone who enables terrorism, they are more dangerous than the terrorists. We must all remember that.
Yes, because they created them.
Yes,
they created them because you see, if you look at what is happening within last 1 week now, they've kidnapped different organized crime and different organized kidnapping. They're kidnapping around 500 or 600 people.
From Borno to Kaduna, from Kaduna to Benue, from Benue to Kebbi, from Kebbi to Nigeria. Over 800 people are currently in the captivity of different kidnappers from all these places.
That's right. You see, you know, Mayagu, there will be no end to this. Because if you look at the way it is happening, after the elections, when the election finish, you understand? They will go to Supreme Court. They will follow it to Supreme Court. You understand? When they finish at the Supreme Court, they know that no other thing. Then they will go underground. No other way again. They go underground. It's politicians. All these things you are seeing now, and then anybody that
they are preparing for 2027 again anyway, because they are already planning for this.
That's right.
So this is them too.
That's right. That's right. And anybody that pity Tinubu. Anybody that pity Tinubu, now God will punish that person. God Almighty will punish that person. Because Tinubu, they did it in 2012. Tinubu and his group, Setima, all of them, they did it in 2013 or 2014.
They did it. Well, people will believe that it all started from 2012. Occupy Nigeria.
Yes.
Then 2 years later, Chibok, and the year after that, Buhari was president.
You know this one now. This one that they just did now, made them house themselves. You let them declare to themselves, sort of Sokoto, Atiku, and Erufai. Let's sit down and tell us the truth. Let the three of them tell us the truth.
So
let them come and tell us the truth.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've actually missed you, and I'm glad that you managed to get through tonight. And it's also great that you are very well. I'm really glad to hear from you,
thank you,
Elder. So we will continue. Yeah, we will continue and never stop, like you said. And we appreciate every time you are present, sir. Okay? Take it easy, sir. Okay?
Thank you.
That is Elder Olaoluwa. So those of you who remember Elder Olaoluwa is one of the veterans here who have been on this platform for a very long time, sharing an insightful sort of views on every issue. And it is as it is, we've always been right. It's really, really great to hear from you, sir. Really great. Now, let's take another call. I do have another caller on the line. Hello.
My good general.
How you doing, Baba?
Very good. Thanks a lot for your good work. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.
You
Thank you very much, sir.
You see what that Reverend Father was saying. Oh my God! If we can have few of him to repeat those sermons in big churches, this is what Demadeboye should have been doing, but they wouldn't do that. Because probably they have interest in the government and they are benefiting from it. They wouldn't do that. They want to keep people in captive. Like as the last caller just said, religion is to keep people in captivity so that you can control them. The politicians are using those big churches to hold Nigerians in ransom, to be controlling Nigeria so that we will not rise up. You know, this is what they are doing. And I don't know. Look at this, the outside, the Fulanis. These killings, they have been doing it. It's just that they enter another dimension. Now, you remember in the early 90s, when they killed a lot of people in Kano.
Like, even me, I wasn't too young, though. And suddenly, we just see all the buses coming from Lagos, and they carry leaf. Like, I grew up seeing different sort of riots. And most of them are reactions to the killings of Southerners. Igbos, Yorubas, and everybody from the southern part of Nigeria, especially in Kano. I grew up experiencing that. But it's another dimension now. You are right.
Yeah. So there's another one. This one, I witnessed this one directly. I was in Mina in 2001, where they were killing Yorubas in Mina. They will open well, carry pregnant women and put them inside the well. Not this big well that they dig in Nigeria. You use something to be very far below before you get the water. They were burying people. They tear people's stomach, remove children, burning houses, cars everywhere. That day we were at work. We couldn't go home because how can you go home?
I remember, Baba, it was so bad, right, that it actually triggered the Hausa Yoruba fight in Lagos too. And I remember innocent northerners too, Hausas and all of that were those who were really caught, that were really killed. And it was like reciprocatory around Nigeria then, when people have become so like, now only on any small thing, they don't kill people. Any small thing, they don't kill 30, 40, 100 people for any part of northern Nigeria. They will come, they beg them so that made them stop. They could beg them. They made them stop the killings. Then they will say, oh, they have said to the fight is gone now. Until people started reciprocating across Nigeria. Yeah?
Because of that fact, that is why I killed this. That is why I left Mina. I came back to Lagos. I said, no, I cannot. Because one day I might be on the road, it happened to me. That's why I left Mina. Because after that incident. So that is what I've got into kidnapping and killing people in the farm. Now, because they are if you look what Malafia said, they are this in a systematic, they plan it already. They are going stages by stages. In my village, they raped a 30-year-old woman as she died. This one is not, we are from the same children.
It's not even like you hear this is somebody that
build this from our family house.
Rape them to death.
3 buildings from our family house. There's another one they raped. Till today, she cannot walk. She's walking with walking stick.
God damn it.
Fulani, 30-year-old woman for farm.
I have people who have reported the same thing from Edo, reported the same thing from Oyo, where people on their way to the farm or to market, they got waylaid by this Fulani terrorist. 80 years old, 70 years old, older women, they were raped. Some died, some permanent injury. And those people are living through experience.
We need to, now Nigeria has gone past that restructuring and whatever. They need to divide that country. We are not one.
Restructuring is nonsense.
We can never be one.
No.
I went to McDonald's today. I take my children to McDonald's to buy McDonald's for them in London. When I go to that McDonald's, more than 10 families just come from Nigeria, come there to you. You see, if you see, they know they just come.
You go tell.
Everybody just the jackpot. Huh? And they were speaking my language. I never talked to them. I was just listening to them, watching them. The suffering is too much. Madonna has been a king for the food where they eat for king place. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I do.
Oh my God. People are suffering, Majibu. And so people
but which kind of tell ourselves honest truth now, Baba. when you left Nigeria, you probably sorted all your properties, your business, your this or that. I don't think you sold everything and then you left. Like some people are doing like they are desperate to get out. You are seeing people selling multi-million naira properties that they sweated to build together, to build. And they are selling them cheaply just to escape from Nigeria. And some people don't even understand what that simply means. Like generally, they do not understand.
I met a guy, a Benin guy, in a shopping mall when I went to do shopping. This man, he said he want to die. He said, lad, say, bring your wife, come here. He said, now, his wife want to come up for house. He said he wanted to give his wife and children a good life. This man, as he was telling me, was crying.
There are many of them.
He said his wife want to come up for house. He said he sold his houses, sell land, bring his wife and children come here to give them good life. The guy is a security officer. He was telling me, he was crying. If you look at the guy, he's just working, cannot stay at home because his wife.
We are telling people that have managed in that shit to build careers. Some of them have made something out of it. But the entire system is collapsing to the point that all of them are abandoning supposed career that they have built in that place. Their own small wealth they have built. They know they are not safe. And all those wealth, they will soon become almost nothing. Now, they have to leave Nigeria to start afresh. Lawyer died in London a few days ago. Lawyer, where they work for care job. Lawyer from Nigeria, working care job here. She collapsed and died. Sure, you get. And ordinarily, even if she gonna collapse and die in Nigeria, it probably would have been a different sort of collapse and die. You get what I mean, right? So, but he had to escape from Nigeria, hoping that all they need is just a place that is safe. And many of them have become victims. Some people, some of them, their health has deteriorated because of that move alone. Families have been torn apart because of what people did to move to get away from that place. And some people have no idea what this simply means for a country and its future. Please.
You know where somebody come like that, you get the age you are, you cannot adapt to the kind of work they are working in this country anymore. But because you want to you come. When you now come, you saw another different thing. And you cannot go back anymore because you sold all your properties.
Told all of them that you are not coming back.
And even if you sell those properties, if you come here, believe me, you might go. If you do the real work everybody is doing, even if you stay here for 20 years, you cannot build that house you sell in Nigeria. How you gonna get that money? You know how much you pay for house rent?
What I do to survive in the last 12 years? If I just came to the UK today, within this my age, I will never be able to do them successfully without sustaining probably a lifetime health problem. Possibly I will have health problem. If I try what I have done and what I have been through in the last 12 years in this country, if I have to start afresh tomorrow, at this age, I mean, come on. And we have people who are living in Nigeria at the age of 45, 50, 55. And people don't know, they don't understand what that means.
Yeah, it's our government. That is our government. That's why I'm very, very happy for what you are doing. You need to continue, Mayego.
I will.
People are hearing you. People are hearing you. Continue.
I will. Thank you so much.
But the one day, people, yeah.
Thank you very much again,
for,
as usual, okay? Ma, take another one. You have a good one, okay? Here is another caller on the line. Please, if you are still watching, you should, if you haven't really paid your offering, go like the broadcast if you haven't. But if you have done it already, don't do it again. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegun.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, thank you for your beautiful job.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Mr. Adetunde calling you from Birmingham.
Sir Ade from Birmingham.
Yes.
Thank you so much for calling in, sir. Please.
Yeah. I just want to add to the beautiful enlightenment you are giving us.
Thank you, sir.
There are thousands and thousands of Nigerians dying from malnutrition and diseases as a result of this malnutrition. I'm a medical doctor.
Bless you.
And I can tell you that when people do not have good nutrition, they are short of micronutrients and vitamins, which are essentials for the body.
Right.
And this will result in a lot of chronic diseases or cancers in them. And add that to the expensive nature of drugs and medical care in Nigeria now. So there are many dying, secretly in their homes, in the Babalawo or the Mamalawo's places.
Yes.
And in the different villages when they cannot afford medical care. And it is these bad leaders and bad politicians that we have.
Yes, sir.
That is causing these chronic illnesses in them.
Yeah, I'm glad you just mentioned nutrients, diet, and all of that. Okay.
Yes.
Sir, you are very much in the know of what you are saying. And that's why I'm going to say this, and you're going to help and correct me, sir. Okay.
Yes.
People have told me that Nigeria is raising generation of young Nigerians or future Nigerians that will have deficiency, growth deficiency in every part of their body, including brain, because of the type of food they have access to or lack of it. And they are in their millions and they are growing now. Help me. Is this true?
It is true. And they will be mentally deficient in intelligence, in capacity, and even in their height. You understand?
Yes, sir.
In their height, because they have developmental criteria for different ages. Most children in Nigeria as of now, because of this hunger and malnutrition that is happening, many of them will not be able to develop. They will not be able to meet these developmental milestones. And there is something which we learn in pediatrics. There is something they call, when it is very severe, that is when you have kwashiorkor and malnutrition. These children are prone to many childhood diseases. You see, because if you are not having adequate nutrition, it reflects in many things.
It does.
It does reflect in many things. Look at it. There are some people who will develop prostate problem because they are deficient in zinc. And the food sources and fruits where they can get these things, they are not eating them because of they can't afford. Look at the minimum
that will make them that will last in them for hours.
Yes,
because they can't afford to be eating all those portions that are healthy for them.
That are healthy
and like that. Like we shall grow like that, but we are not growing.
It's a wrong kind of growth. You can see the system we have here.
And that's why
when they serve food for children in school,
you will see
they will give them food.
But they won't be able to have critical thinking. They do not have that patience.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really develop. But
it didn't develop.
Some of us didn't even develop properly.
Yes, that's it.
And that's why we're having this problem too, that we have a lot of people that can easily be socially conditioned, and they will still defend their oppressors.
Yes.
Could this be a reason too? That a lot of us didn't actually develop properly?
It will contribute because their capacity and the kind of intelligence they will have will not be able to be optimal.
Right.
You understand? That's why you will see some people, the way they reason in that Nigeria, you will just say, can't this one analyze this easily? Can it grab it easily? You You understand what you'll be thinking? Are this not subhumans?
You know what you are doing for me,
so Nigerians,
you know what you
Nigerians will be breeding subhumans.
You know what you are doing for us tonight is that you, as a pediatrician, right? You
personally, no, I'm just a medical doctor.
Oh, you're just a medical. Okay, great.
Yes.
Which is pretty much your line. I mean, these are kind of basic, by the way, Abi. Or except we want to go deeper and deeper, giving them names and other, but they are basic. Eating better, balanced diet, sleep well, children have what they use, and like you said, all this growth, they have criteria for them. If you don't match all the standard, that's what you will turn out to be. Now, what you have done now for us is that a lot of people who believes that now spiritual problem, they don't give us all of, they don't give all of us jazz. That's why we know they think well. That's why politicians, they control us. We might actually be so wrong all this while because a lot of us didn't actually develop properly. We were raised in poverty, and therefore we were growing in body, but we were not actually developing in our brain. And today, those people are in their millions and they can vote. That's what you just confirmed for us tonight. Our problem is not spiritual. Our growth has been uncompromised. God will bless you, sir. Just let me add more, a minute or two.
Now, the thing is, if you look, if Nigeria is a normal country, they should sit down and calculate a minimum wage for the most junior staff, in every government establishment in that Nigeria. That is when you know that Nigeria have leaders that are thinking. And after that staff, they will calculate the number, the amount he will need for him, his wife, and 2 children.
Like the household.
To pay for feeding, to pay for accommodation, to pay for transport, to pay for medical, government here provide medical bills, and to pay for clothing and shoes and everything. And at the end of it, there will still be something that they can save. So that in each year, you should be able to have enough savings to go on a short holiday. Can somebody do that in Nigeria?
I don't think so anymore.
As the least paid worker, even to go on a short holiday to Benin, Republic of Benin or Ghana there. You understand what we will say? Come abroad to go for holiday and have something to spend for that 1 month holiday.
And I'll go to Spain here.
Nigeria, and you will know, and you notice one thing.
Yes, sir.
As some people in Nigeria are aspiring to develop themselves and their community and their lives, some people are pulling it down.
Absolutely.
Especially these northern politicians and northern elites. You will see them that they want to keep their communities and their people impoverished, in poverty. All the agitations, activism that we are doing, you will see that it's mainly people from the south and some from the middle belt that are campaigning for this thing. That is why I support what Jennifer Rotimi said, that we are running a feudal system. And they are the one who wants to be in power. Do you understand me now?
I do, sir. I do.
So there's nothing. They should just break that country. Because our goals and aspiration and vision are not the same. It is not the same at all. No. Because the North, they want to continue in what they are doing. And what vision do they have? They are not developing their people. They are impoverishing their people. People in the South that wants to grow, you are suppressing us.
Yes.
You don't want us to go. And the world is going very far.
Thank you so
Everybody
much.
is going ahead. But the people are visiting moon. They are visiting space everywhere. And look at we in Nigeria.
And we are still shouting up NEPA.
We are still shouting. We are carrying religion. We are carrying religion all about. When people have put religion in its place, it's a private thing.
It should be.
Religion is a private thing. Don't bring it into the way people think or the kind of politics they want to have. Anybody that is in politics is to serve. If you are not serving, you should get out of the place.
Get the hell out of the place, sir.
Yeah, nobody should be calling anybody His Excellency and be respecting anybody.
I know. Thank you
Look
very
at the way we press the neck of politicians here.
Yes, now. And
nobody respects any politician here. If it's not in Nigeria, in any of the legislative houses or the houses of assembly, can any community recall their representative?
No,
they make it complex in Nigeria.
Only godfathers can remove their own godsons and daughters. You know that.
Even they are even making it difficult now.
Thank you
can
so
we can
much,
remove Fubara easily?
I know. Anyway, thank you so much.
When the president is even coming
more.
there.
I know.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir. And I hope I hear more from you. God bless you too.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful evening, sir, okay?
You.
Thanks a lot. Now, that is, you know, Sir Ade. I think he prefers to be called Sir Ade, like Ade, but I would rather call him Doctor because that's how I'm going to remember him. I will remember him as the doctor in the temple. Mind you, I think I want to try and see if I could take another one. Give me a sec. Let's see. So sometimes I would like my caller to probably help me end the call from your own side so that we can let others get through as well. So thanks a lot, Saulu. I mean, sorry, I said Saulu. Okay, I've missed Saulu then. So I'm going to say Dr. Ade, God bless you. Now let's have this. Let's have it. Here, our time is already rounding up, okay? Good enough, we are not really so many tonight, but we are so, I mean, it should be flexible, right? Now, here is another caller. Hello.
Hello, Maya. Good evening.
Ross, good evening. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Very well, right? Surviving. How are you doing?
I bless God. My name is Chooks. I'm calling from Canada.
Thanks so much, Chooks. Did you say Chooks from Orlando?
Canada.
Oh, it is Canada. Chooks. I've got Chooks. I've got Chooks. Chooks, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
It is you. It's been a while, Baba. How are you?
Yeah, I'm always watching from the background. You know, it's more difficult to see you. And in the morning, you know, your morning program is always very early here, you know. Yeah. So, yeah.
Anyway, fair enough. I'm glad to hear from you again. So, Baba, we're almost even done. And it's really good that you could get through too. So, please.
Yeah, what I actually wanted to say is somebody asked me this question and that got me thinking. Have you ever wondered why even River Niger, that we so much, you know, valued in Nigeria, we valued River Niger growing up is all about River Niger, this, River Niger, that. Why is in that why form? Even nature, the guy told me, even nature, even divided us. Why are we so holding on to Nigeria? See if we are, I mean, Nigeria is our own God. And we are dying.
That one is deep. That even nature has already drawn it and let everybody do their day and others do their day. But we still need to follow it.
Yeah. Why are we so holding on to Nigeria like is God? Or I don't get it. And secondly, you know, here in Canada, right? When when I was going to school, right, there is one course we did, they call it elective, you know, it's just select accepted political science, right? And they would tell us that Canada is a Christian country. Yes, I mean, they will tell you probably.
They have to keep reminding you. Great.
Yeah, they keep on telling us that you have to separate religion from politics. They are this, they are that. Yet there are so many values that Christians don't believe, such as, you know, this gay, blah blah blah. Yet in their law, that is in their law, they respect all those things.
That's what law is: equality before it, and everybody's interested indeed covered.
And you won't even see people, as in these people who still tell you that they are Christians, you know, going against it. Their law is their law. It's just different from what they believe. You know, your belief is your belief. Our law is our law. Do you understand me? That law gives
law and order runs a country. Okay, exactly. It is not the rule of gun and all of that actually succeed a country. Because in the process where you have law and order, you have those who agree, you have those who disagree. Those who agree, they will have their say. Those who disagree, they will have their say. The majority will have their way, and the minority will have their say. And there is always going to be another time to fight for what you believe in as well. And look at those of them who are not pronouncing religion. shouting Allahu Akbar here and there, wrapping their heads with bed sheets, okay, dressing up like the Pope and all of that. Those who are not starting a meeting with opening prayer and closing prayer, okay, they are not claiming to be the next to God. They are better off than us, who are superstitious but very criminally. Go on, Chooks.
Yeah, that's something I keep wondering. Like some things, some of the easiest things you will see elsewhere, will make it so difficult in that country, and it's really killing me. And to round it up, before I go, please, I want to use this opportunity to tell every other person, whether Igbo or those people who actually believe in those Biafran or Eastern region, to know that whenever you criticize IPOB do this, IPOB did this, even if you're not an indigenous people of Biafra, you are also an indigenous person of Biafra. So in whichever way you are IPOB, do you understand me? And when you keep on saying they did this, they did that, Nnamdi Kanu did this, Nnamdi Kanu did that, one day we will all just sit back and be telling ourselves, look at how stupid we are when this guy started.
They ask us to hang those who are speaking out for us because they don't like their tones. But we are watching those who are threatening us and carrying out that threat. They are hurting our people and harming our people, killing them and destroying things, right? Yet, they told me and you that we must do everything to join hands and stop Igbo and stop Nnamdi Kanu. One day we will all look back and see how foolish we have been, especially those of
we have been. That is mostly when we are from that part of the country that they are even speaking out for.
Yeah.
So is that country. I don't tire. I don't tire.
You don't do your part, because what happened is this: a lot of us are doing our best to make sure that what we know, we believe. If a lot of people know them and they are conscious, self-aware enough, it can liberate all of us. We are not trying to create any messiah from anywhere. Okay? Nobody will fight for anybody. We must always remember that. That's exactly what you have just done. Okay? Everyone that calls in, add their perspective to this conversation. You are helping me to explain this further to those who spare their time, like yourself, with us tonight. So, Chooks, you've done well.
Yeah.
You take it easy, okay? And you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.
And you too.
Nice one, man.
Okay, yeah.
Great. So that's Chooks, by the way. I have one more caller. I will take one more call, okay? Because we started late, remember? I came in late. So I will have just this last call. And we will only have just about 5 or so minutes more. Without wasting much more time, let's hear from Lady Charm. Is that you?
Yay, last caller. Thank you.
God bless you. So I thought as much, and I'm like, well, that's fair now that we've got the voice of a lady mixed with all other voices that we've heard tonight. How are you doing tonight?
I'm very well, thank you. The clocks, how would I put it? The clocks moved an hour today. So
oh, that is true. Our own is also going to change later this month. So you're like 1 hour. Is that ahead now or just back to what it was then?
It moved 1 hour forward. So
is that forward then? Okay. So that simply means that that simply means that UK is now like an hour, a little bit an hour ahead of the normal regular time, right?
Yes.
Sorry about that. We will soon be all the same time. Don't worry. Just
exactly. We'll soon be normal time. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Let me do it step by step real quickly because we don't have too much time.
I know.
So the first one is, let me talk about the people talking about, religion. I think part of the human problem is pointing fingers, making excuses, right? You say, oh, religion is the reason why. Now, like the last time I called and I said, we've all agreed that religion is a problem. But I think also the bigger problem is the individuals participating in the religion, okay? You can't be pointing a finger at religion without pointing a finger at yourself, right? The religion hasn't put a gun to your head. No. It hasn't stopped you from thinking. It hasn't stopped you from reasoning. It hasn't stopped you from picking up your Bible, reading it, and making up your own you know, understanding on a thing, right? So pointing a finger and saying, "Oh, religion is this." What about you? What about you? What are you doing to mitigate that hold that you claim that religion has on you? Okay, you can't be a Christian because of Pastor Adeboye or this and that and the other. You need to be a Christian. Exactly. You need to be a Christian and Muslim for yourself, because it is you believe in afterlife and your salvation depends on this, right? So you need to be more exactly personal. So you need to be more invested in making out the time to understand what it is that you believe, right? So that if somebody is coming to tell you something contrary, you have that belief, you have that understanding that, no, this is different from what I understand, and you step away. You can point all the fingers that you want on religion, but I think the biggest finger you need to be pointing is at yourself and asking yourself the deeper
individual acts that we could exactly pretty much like saying, "Oh, it's the devil," or "It's the devil." Listen to me. What exactly have you done that you will take responsibility for? Let's even start from that. So if you can't take responsibility for your own actions, that's mostly you are not proud of, right? So if you can't take responsibility for them, then we have a problem. Like there's
then we have a problem. This is what I think, and I think this is part of why your platform is great, and I like to engage, because I think you talk. I want to get to the part of the doctor that spoke, right? Because I have my own point of view regarding what he just said.
The time I'll listen tonight. I'm not going to stampede you, all right? So yeah, don't worry. Go on.
Okay, so you have to be responsible. You have decided to be responsible, which is why you have your platform, so that you can educate people. You don't know everything. I don't know everything, but you're putting yourself out there. You're gathering as much information that is factual enough, doing your research and putting yourself out there. So what are you doing? Let's stop pointing the finger at religion and even, part of the pastorpreneurs. What about you? How are you mitigating what they're doing? How are you holding them responsible? It's easy for you to say, "Oh, they're doing this, person is doing that person is doing." What are you doing? A lot of people don't understand Michael Jackson's song "Man in the Mirror." The man in the mirror is actually you. What are you doing to change? Do you understand? What are you doing to effect the change that you want to see in society? So until we
what they say about that, Charm, right? You know what they say about that? Yeah. They said that you can actually be the leader you want. You know what I mean? Oh, we wish we have people who actually care about people who genuinely love people. You could be that person, because if you are waiting for that person, hoping it will come, right? Everybody will begin to give you the posture of that person until they show you their true color. So that's what it means. It means that if you want something to change, you can actually be. You
have to start with yourself. You should start doing the change that you want to see in society. I know a lot of people will say, "Okay, well, there's so much. There's a lot going on in Nigeria that it's not easy to be the change," but that's not going to be an excuse. We can't keep on holding other people responsible. We have to start holding ourselves responsible and accountable, for the changes that we want to see in that society. That is why if somebody says something that is contrary to what you believe, you can stand up and say, "You know what? I don't agree with what you're saying, and I think you're very wrong." Just like the earlier caller said that, when Pastor Adeboye said, "Oh, if you don't donate such and such, you're going to have a rough year." And I think that is wrong. Just even on the basis of what God told us, you don't tell people that. Are you trying to scare them?
You know why I believe that too, Charm, is that remember Baba Adeboye that was praying for his own congregation that other churches and church members,
churches will bow down to
them for food, and they all screamed, "Amen."
That is the problem we have. How do you? Those are the people that need education. Those are the people that need to pick up their Bible, not read verses. Pick up your whole Bible, read it, and see what God actually says about these things. And maybe when somebody says that kind of prayer, I say, no, I don't agree with this, your prayer. I don't think it's right. Anyway, that for me, that's my first point. That when let's go to
developing rightly or wrongly, because I've been questioning my development. By the way, I remember that when I was growing up, I love Eba so much, because my mom, right, we used to make our own gari. We'll kind of, we'll process our own cassava, okay? We'll fry and do all of that stuff. So we always had gari at home. And my mom's way of trying to curb in our own way, we call food inflation and all that, was that we made our own food. Gari must be at home, and you can eat gari with anything. Sure, you get. You can make kebab. That's why I grew up. Now that I have a bad eyesight, I thought I had bad eyesight until they checked and said my eyes are healthy, right? So I always believed that Nagari where they chop won't blind me now at this age, you. Sure, you get. So then I started questioning my growth, like, maybe I would have been so kind of like wise. I could probably have created so many things if to say I get proper nutrients. I chop well. So, and I want to hear your own part, because you said that one you are interested. Many of us know chop well. Now stubbornness make us sharp where we are. Charm.
Okay, so when you say many of us, that would be like which generation are you talking about? Because it's my parents' generation. They testified that Nigeria was good. They ate well.
They did.
Okay, they ate well. They fed well. They had immunization. They had everything. Right? But they were still not able to deliver the Nigeria that we were looking for. Were they?
That is no. That one is below the belt. You beat me to that. That even those who eat well, what did they do? So you might be questioning whether you eat well or not. Calm down. What about those who eat well? Now I'm interested.
What about those who eat well? And then that's our parents' generation. And even I'm fortunate that I didn't have those kind of challenges growing up. I fed well, so maybe I'm not the best.
Right? Okay.
Well,
but here we are. Everybody will eat well. You watch me right now. All of them get answer. No genius among you to save all of us. Continue.
So here we are. But when you take that, he's talking about all Nigerians, right? But let's move on to the West, where they're eating well, where everyone is. We assume that people have good 3 square meals and they're eating well and all of that. You still have people who are easily led. You still have individuals who will follow, mainstream and not think outside the box. So I don't necessarily feel that it has anything to do with nutrition. I think it has to do with the human spirit. Yes, it has to do with the human spirit. The will to succeed. The will to, to grow, to improve, to be better. Why is it that if you felt that, you were disadvantaged as growing up in terms of your nutrition, that hasn't stopped Maegu from becoming? Has it? No.
That is where you are. You are just giving me some of this below bed stuff that I couldn't really have a pushback much. Sure, you get. But I'm saying, what I'm saying is that maybe. Like they say necessity is the mother of all invention. Okay, that even if we have all of these problems, we should have become kind of genius. But when I remember the part you said, it is individual and selfish and all of that stuff, I'm like, I won't go for that. Go on, Charm.
And aside from that, right, you have other even more organized
my wonderful people, as we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.